Alright, so I'm letting something different. I'm gonna let the filter dictate what I watch. So let's press stop. I don't know. 50 First Dates! Oh my god, it's one of my favorite movies. Okay. Huh. I think I have that on DVD, but unfortunately, it's behind all that pile of stuff, and I don't really want to look for it because I'm lazy. So I'm going to see what streaming service has 50 First Dates. Let me have a look. Alright, so Stan has, where is it, 50 First Dates. I haven't watched this movie in like forever. I was obsessed with it as a kid. Look how cute Drew Barrymore looks. Like, oh. And I learned only a couple of weeks ago that this is inspired by a true story, because apparently someone went through this with their relationship. Whether this is actually based on that true story or not is a different story. But I think this is one of the cutest rom-coms I've ever seen. So we're going to hit play. I will see you guys shortly. Can I just say, the early 2000s Adam Sandler movies, I've never realized how many of him had him portrayed as like a player or someone who bailed on relationships. I don't know why it's taken me that long to realize that that was the gist of most of his characters in like the 2000s. Because this is 2 minutes into the 50 First Dates and they're all talking about this date, and then it's all the reveals of Henry bailing on their relationship. But it's nice to see his wife pop up and Kevin James pop up. I didn't realize Kevin James went way back. But wow, I'm not surprised about his wife popping up because she's in most of his films. But like, that was a cool little cameo. Anyway, back to watching. So I'm about 23 minutes into the movie, right? And I realized why I absolutely love 50 First Dates. Like, I watched it as a kid, worshipped the ground it was on. When we're introduced to Henry, it's got all these women going, you know, he's all this, and this, but you learn that he's a commitment phobe. He does not do a commitment. And then he meets Lucy. He starts second guessing himself and going, maybe I do want commitment. But what I love about it is I don't like romance movies because they are huge red flags. So the way that Henry and Lucy meet is so casual and so relaxed. And like, I get that Drew Barrymore and Adam Sandler are friends in real life, and this is the second movie they did together, so I get it. But like, that's how you introduce a potential couple. Like, you don't have him threatening to kill himself in order to get the girl. I'm looking at you, Notebook. That's just messed up. But like, he watches her make her pancake house and then offers some advice, and then they have just a casual chat until they get kicked out of the diner and don't see each other until the next day. And then he tries to say hi to her again using jokes that he remembered from the day before, and she freaks out because she doesn't remember him. And again, it's a meet cute way. It's so cute, it's so casual, it's so relaxed. And I'm like, I'm only 23 minutes in and I'm already going, aww, I want a Henry. Knowing full that I probably don't want a Henry. But like, this is why I worshipped 50 First Dates, because it was such a relaxed way to introduce the couple we're following. I just realized Henry has standards. So I'm eating. But Orla and Henry are talking, and they're on the boat. This is like 30-minute mark. And Orla's like, oh, it's perfect for you, you know. She doesn't remember, so you can just, you know, be commitmophobe with Lucy. But Henry has standards. He's like, I'm not going to do that because that's cruel. Oh my god, any other romance-based movie would be like, hell yeah, dude, let's go. So like, this is why it's super cute. Anyway, back to watching. Okay, so after watching the movie, I can see why I absolutely loved it as a kid. Like, it's such a cute little story. And the fact that watching it as an adult, you can see that Henry never forces himself onto Lucy. He never forces Lucy to fall in love with him. He doesn't even force Lucy to, like, do anything that's going to make her uncomfortable, even if she's going to forget it by the next day. And, like, how many stories have that storyline? None. I love how, like, it's even though Lucy's got this condition where she can't remember the last few hours, she's still able to be her own little individual character. Like, her diagnosis doesn't make her just that. It's got her kicking ass. It's got her, you know, experiencing worlds. Even though it's the same every day, she's still experiencing it as if it's a brand new thing, and it's still such a cool character to see. I mean, I can find Rob Schneider's character as Uller is a bit uncomfortable at times with his jokes, but like, I feel like that's Rob Schneider's stick. Anytime he's in a role, you know he's gonna make jokes like that, particularly in the early 2000s. And then we had Alexa, who has transphobic jokes thrown at her. Again, I feel like it's because it's the 2000s and a lot of us didn't really know anything about transgender people. But in honestly, I kept thinking of Ernest every time she was on screen, because I was like, that's Jim Varney. And then realized, no, Jim Varney passed away before this movie was even made. But I reckon he would have been really cool in this movie. I feel like he would have loved this movie. Just total sad track. But like, it is such a good movie. It's still heartfelt. Even like 18 years old, 18 years later, it's still like, holy crap. I still got like all sappy and was like, I still want a love like this. And if there's a guy out there who's willing to prove that they can make you feel special every day, it's just, yeah. I'm glad this filter picked that movie for a nice little Tuesday night. So I'm all sapped out.